Welcome to the C3 Sports Podcast. We are back after a lot has happened in our lives with, wrestling, baseball, Nashville.
Moving.
Yeah,
Just
it's been a crazy past month, but we're back, boys. And we got college football right around the corner. This is the final Sunday without football until the new year.
This is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Is it really, though? Preseason football don't count.
Football's football, buddy.
Football is football.
Unless you want,
I can't
the
wait to watch a
National
bunch of guys.
Darts Championships were on ESPN.
I can't
today.
wait
Would you
to
rather
watch a bunch
that?
of guys play NFL football, meaningless NFL football that'll never sniff a field for the next 4 weeks.
Like I said, football's football. Rather watch that than darts.
Isn't that some level? Isn't there some level of that in every level of football under the NFL?
Yeah.
So, high school football, college football.
Yeah, but like NFL football or high school football and college football, they're still playing for something, right?
Yeah. They're playing for
Not
something
if-
in the preseason.
Not if you're both 0-8 going into week 9.
That's true.
Yeah, well, nobody's watching an 0-0 or 0-8 versus 0-8 high school game unless
I
you're
don't
gonna-
know. I would
gotta
love
get
to
on
go to Benson and Brian.
No, you wouldn't.
Hey, Brian
I
won
watched-
3 games last year.
I watched Omaha Bryan play last year. You would not want to go to one of their football games.
They're playing for jobs.
Should we interview Jay Schusenar about football? Benson or Brian football?
He would tell you how bad they are. And
He's a-
for the record, I love Coach Storm.
Yeah, Storm's awesome. Schuster coaches what, freshman?
Sushnar doesn't coach football.
I thought he coaches one of them.
Nope.
Yeah, so it'll be. But yeah, final
Does
Sunday
Brian
without football.
hold on, time out. I don't even think Brian has enough kids on their football roster to have a freshman team.
Text them, see if they have a freshman team.
They don't have a freshman team. I guarantee you that.
Text
barely-
them. You're guaranteeing I want to see.
Dude, when they came to Kearney last year, they had like 20 guys.
Yeah, but how many of those teams have freshman teams and they forfeit their varsity games?
Yeah.
If Brian had freshman football, they're suiting those dudes up and bringing a bus full. They did not even bring a bus full to Kearney to play them in football.
They brought 3 vans.
No, they had a charter bus. I was impressed.
Well, it's only 20
OPS.
kids. Only 20 kids. I mean, geez.
All right, enough about Brian. Let's talk about something relevant.
Oh, man. They got some nice airspace here.
Yeah. So, SEC Media Days last week, and Eli Drinkwitz made some waves, saying the reason why the Big Ten's won the last 3 national titles is because they don't play a Power 4 non-conference team.
But that's dumb. That's only against Indiana. That's an Indiana thing, not a Big Ten thing.
Well, I mean, Penn State didn't exactly play barn burners last year. I mean, Nebraska doesn't have a Power 4 non-Big Ten school on their schedule this year.
Because Tennessee backed out.
But the majority of Big Ten schools have always played the extra game.
Hold on, timeout. Cody, Tennessee didn't back out.
Nebraska backed out on Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
And that game was next year anyways, not this year.
Yeah.
2027. Anyways, moving on.
But yeah, so then he goes on. It's just like, who are you to talk? You haven't beat a SEC team with a winning record in conference as the head coach of Missouri. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Whatever. They were the best team in college football last year. Ask Cale Streeter. He was guaranteeing they were going to win 10 games.
Yeah.
About 5 weeks into the season. I said.
And then
okay.
Perbula got hurt, and their season went downhill.
I don't think Perbula was any good anyway.
Perbula wasn't going to help that situation.
No, I was really more along the lines of like I don't know. I thought their offensive line play was pretty good, and Ahmad Hardy was obviously pretty good. But man, doesn't matter how good your offensive line is if you have a bad quarterback that can't make the right reads, and that's what Perbula was. So
I can't wait for Missouri to go to Kansas and get the doors beat off of them week 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun game. Those were always fun rivalries when those two played each other.
Let's just run down this real quick. Let's do a Missouri record prediction.
Oh no.
Cool. Got it up right here.
Arkansas Pine Bluff week 1.
Win.
That's a win. Kansas.
Win.
Troy.
Win.
Oh, don't
Cody.
count yourself out against Troy.
Cody's
this ain't baseball, guys.
Cody's going against his Trojans, beloved Trojans.
Win.
Okay, so we're 3-0. Mississippi State.
Loss.
Win.
It's at Mississippi State.
Win.
Florida.
Missouri ain't scared no cowbell.
Florida.
Florida? At Florida?
Loss.
No, Florida goes to Missouri.
Yeah,
Yes.
Florida's at Missouri. I have it as a loss.
Who's Missouri's quarterback?
Austin Simmons.
Austin Simmons.
Missouri is going to win that game.
No, they're not.
Yeah, but you're a Florida guy.
Texas A&M.
Loss.
Dude, I couldn't name you 10 guys on Florida's roster.
Baloney.
I couldn't. Okay, A&M.
Loss.
Okay, so we got 2 losses.
3 for me.
Ole
Only
Miss.
one.
Loss.
They're losing to Ole Miss.
Arkansas.
Win.
At Arkansas.
Win.
Texas.
Loss.
Georgia.
Loss.
Kentucky.
Win.
Yeah, win.
You guys are fucking insane. Missouri is not beating Kentucky.
Why?
Why not?
Well, I mean, a
Will
lot of this actually depends on it whether Ahmad Hardy is healthy or not.
He's cleared to play as of this week. He's practicing.
Yeah, well, shit can go south in a hurry here. He did get shot. Okay.
Oklahoma.
This is true. I guess when you take one to the leg, you know.
And then they have Oklahoma, which is going to be a loss.
Win.
Kale, you're up your ass.
Oklahoma sucks. They suck. I freaking hate Oklahoma.
And Missouri's good?
Well, they're better than Oklahoma.
Missouri will not win 3 SEC games.
Yes, they will. Arkansas, Kentucky, and one on the front end that you already said for sure.
Mississippi State or Florida. I have them with 2 wins in the SEC.
They're not. I'm telling you, they're not winning 3 SEC games.
Well, that could also be why Drinkwitz is coming out and saying shit, because he might be getting out in front of all this crap so he can
say how tough the SEC is.
Yeah, the SEC is so tough. That's the fucking most. Sorry, excuse my language, but that is the most gutless, yellow belly freaking comments I've ever heard. If that's the basis of why he says it, because you're a freaking pussy if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
SEC football, it means more. Okay, let's do this. Let's go through the 16 SEC schools and tell me which programs you think are good football programs that if your team lost to them, you would consider it a quality loss.
Cool.
Alabama.
Yep.
Yes.
Arkansas.
No.
No.
Okay.
Who are we talking about with we? just in general.
Just in general, if you're a fan of a football team, any football team, and your
Okay.
team lost to them,
Okay.
would you be like, that's a good loss?
Okay.
Okay, so we got Alabama,
Yep.
Yes.
Auburn,
No.
Yes. This year, yes.
Florida,
No.
Not yet.
Georgia,
Yes.
Yes.
Kentucky,
No.
No.
LSU.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's back this up real quick. We're going to back this up to Auburn and Florida. How can you say, by your guys' standards, that LSU is a good loss and Florida and Auburn are not?
I said Auburn is.
I said Auburn's not.
But Cody said that Auburn and Florida are neither one good losses. But how can you say that LSU is? Because they got Lane Kiffin and Sam Leavitt?
And Blake Baker. I'm not high on Sam Levitt, but I'm very high on Kiffin and Blake Baker.
I'm very high on Lane Kiffin's offense.
Yeah.
But I
Lane
think
Kiffin's coming
in
from
my
Power 5
opinion,
experience. He's
okay,
not
in
coming
my
from
opinion,
G5.
in my opinion, if you're going to consider LSU a good loss, you have to consider Auburn a good loss.
Well, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
That's why I said Auburn and LSU are both good losses, and Florida's not yet.
But I think Florida, Auburn, and LSU should all be grouped into the same category.
Why? I understand Auburn and LSU. Why? Tell me why Florida, besides you're a Florida Gator guy.
Because what's his toes with hot wife? I can't even fucking think of Florida's coach right now. I'm such a
Golesh.
Florida, yeah.
No, Golesh is Auburn. Florida.
Auburn. Florida is the Tulane dude.
Oh, yeah, Summerall.
Summerall.
John Summerall. So I think Summerall is a good coach. They got Jaden Baugh, running back.
Yep.
They got elite receivers, and Philo could be a good quarterback.
Philo is going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, but Florida's not a good program, but LSU is.
Are they good programs? Yes. But we're talking about this year, and you're talking about being a good win or a bad loss.
Okay, let's just do this. Instead of saying good win or good loss, let's tier rank the SEC schools. So Alabama is tier A.
Well, what are the tier? Is it just A, B, C, D?
We'll just 3 tiers.
Okay.
A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. So Alabama would be tier A.
Yeah.
Arkansas would be tier C.
Yeah.
Yes.
Auburn, Florida would be tier B. Georgia would be a tier A. Are you typing this in?
Yeah.
Just for reference. So Kentucky,
tier C.
C.
I don't know. I could see Kentucky being okay.
Who is their coach? I forget.
Will
Stein.
Oh gosh, and they have Kenny Minchie and
right. That's why you guys are so fast to jump on Missouri beating Kentucky. I'm like, guys,
Missouri might be dog crap.
We'll leave Kentucky. We'll leave Kentucky as a high-end tier C, low-end tier B. LSU.
I have LSU as an A.
They have, high B, low A. They're right on the threshold, I would guess.
Right, like they're a 1B, tier B, but you can't put them in a tier A until you know what it's going to freaking look like. Like at this point, you have no freaking idea what it's going to look like.
I suppose.
Mississippi State, tier C.
Yep.
Missouri, tier C.
Yep.
OU, I would consider it tier B.
I have OU as a B.
Ole Miss, tier A.
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 South Carolina, high tier C.
I have them as right. Yes, exactly. High
Like,
C,
like
low
they,
B.
they could be a tier B, but it was so bad last year that
Right.
Tennessee,
They have the athletes to be a tier B.
Tennessee,
B.
tier B. Texas A&M,
A.
tier A. Texas, tier A. Vanderbilt,
C.
correct. So to recap, we have Alabama tier A,
Yeah.
Georgia tier A,
Yeah.
and then it goes to Ole Miss
Yeah.
and Texas.
And Texas A&M.
Right. So they have five or six tier A's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a strong conference?
Well, do you want to go to the Big Ten?
Yeah, let's just do all the let's hold on. Let's go ACC first. This will be fun.
Okay.
Boston College.
C.
F.
Like Bill O'Brien might not have a job tier. Cal.
Are we doing Cal as a national or Cal as ACC? Because as ACC, I would have them as B. As a national, I'd have them as a C.
Dude, Cal lost so much they're a tier C. Everybody but Spatula left Cal after Wilcox got hired.
They still have good receivers.
Everybody but Spatula left Cal. Like Cal's defense, you remember that SMU Cal game last year? It might be 75-80 this year.
Well, good thing they have a really good defensive coordinator as their head coach. Taj Lapoy
Clemson.
for ACC, A.
You're not ranking them based off their conference. You're basing them off of what you like. Do you think Clemson is a national championship or a playoff contending team?
Yeah, because they're in the ACC.
No, they're not.
They are in the ACC.
But what I'm saying is Clemson is not a playoff caliber team.
I think they are. I think they're going to be a lot better this year.
Well, yeah, probably because Dabo Sweeney realized that he was a fucking idiot and finally started recruiting the transfer portal. And then Ole Miss bought a guy away from him anyways. Duke.
B.
B.
Okay. But Clemson's tier A. But
Yeah.
Duke was in the freaking playoff last year.
Well, they weren't.
Were they?
The hell if Duke wasn't.
They
Were
weren't
they?
in the playoff.
Duke was the freaking ACC champion.
Yeah,
They didn't
and
get in the
JMU win.
playoff.
Oh yeah, JMU, you're right. But they should have been. Yeah, so your point in whatever, Cody, is just because they're in the ACC doesn't make them in the playoff. Like Clemson could win the ACC and not.
No,
make
but I see what he's saying. He's like they're gonna win the ACC, and they're not gonna be. It's not gonna happen again where it's like they're not gonna win the ACC because Miami's going to.
Yeah.
But so I see what your point is that it's like, well, they're going to contention of the ACC, which means they're a playoff team. So you could technically say that 6 teams in the ACC are in playoff contention.
Yes.
Clemson is tier B, and I will die.
In your opinion,
I will die on my deathbed telling you Clemson will not win. Hold on. Clemson schedule. Well, they play LSU right out the gates.
yeah.
They're losing that game.
They play Georgia Southern,
Yep.
North Carolina,
Yep.
Cal,
Yep.
Miami loss.
Yep. Then do you see a loss left on the schedule?
South Carolina,
Maybe. That's
Well, Lenora Sellers just won the Heisman in my freaking dynasty.
Duke.
If Mensa was still at Duke, I would say that, yes.
I don't even know who Duke's quarterback is. So
I know.
Georgia
But-
Tech.
No. I think they're going to take a big step back, losing Haynes King and their offensive coordinator.
Whatever they got freaking Albert Mendoza.
Yeah.
Mhm. Alberto.
And Georgia Tech also lost their line coach,
Yeah.
for the record.
So
Syracuse?
Clemson at 10-2. That's not an A.
No, because Clemson's not going to be 10-2 because I got a guaranteed loss coming up yet. Syracuse?
Move.
Syracuse?
If Steve Angeli is healthy, that's an interesting game.
Right.
Florida State? At Florida State? On Halloween?
No. Taking Clemson. Will Norvell be the coach of Florida State on Halloween?
Here's my guaranteed loss.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Could happen.
I would rank Virginia Tech ahead of Clemson.
I wouldn't.
Okay, back to the regularly scheduled tier rankings. So Clemson, tier B, Cody.
A.
Duke,
B.
Florida
B.
State,
B.
B. Could be C.
Coaching C, players and talent A.
Yes.
Average to a B.
Georgia Tech, B,
B.
Louisville,
A.
A. Louisville. If you're talking Louisville Lions, that's obviously a C.
Nice. If you're comparing Louisville to Texas A&M, Georgia, like those schools would beat the brakes off of Louisville.
Maybe.
Maybe.
For Christ's
I'm
sake.
really high on Louisville this year.
For Christ's sake. Dude, have you
Me
seen
too.
Lincoln Kleinholtz's attempt to play quarterback? He fucking
Yeah.
sucks. He's fucking awful.
Well, we'll find out in week 1 when they go to Ole Miss.
Goodness gracious, guys. Miami is a tier A. I'll give you
Right.
that. NC State,
B.
B.
North Carolina.
C.
B,
If
but
there was
could be a C.
If there was a tier G, North Carolina would
Yeah.
belong. Pittsburgh,
B.
SMU,
A.
A.
Stanford,
C.
C.
Syracuse,
Tough. I would
Low
go
B.
C for now, but could be a B.
Low B.
Virginia,
B.
High B.
So Louisville is a tier A, but Virginia, who was in the conference championship last year, is a tier B.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys make zero sense. Virginia Tech,
Because we're not talking about last year.
Yeah, last year doesn't count.
Virginia
Vautech
Tech,
is-
B.
I don't think you can put them in a B tier yet.
yeah.
Like
I
if
get
like
that.
if
Yeah,
if
I
I
get
was
that.
if I was doing my own individual rankings, the ACC would have 2 A tier programs, SMU and Miami. Everybody else would be either B or C.
Okay.
Virginia Tech, C.
Wake Forest.
C.
C. They did surprise me last year, though.
I fully expect the ACC to have the problem with the ACC is that they're all the same team, with the exception of Miami, and
They're all
really
6-6.
they're all 6-6. But that doesn't mean you suck. Just because your conference is deep relatively to your talent. I'm not saying it's like SEC, Big Ten 6-6, but everybody's so quick to be like the ACC is so bad because there's so many losses. Anybody can beat anybody. That doesn't mean you suck. It just means you're competitive.
Yeah.
But
that just means game planning matters more and all that stuff week in and week out rather than just relying on freaking Nick Saban's Alabama roster and freaking, you know what I mean?
But what I'm telling you is if you were to put the SEC and the ACC like it was the AFC and the NFC in an NFL model, the SEC would beat the shit out of the ACC.
Unless it's Florida State versus Alabama.
That was week 1. That didn't count.
The ACC had a winning record against the SEC last year.
In the first 3 weeks of the season.
And bowl season.
Dude, I put like if you're
but
playing
also, the ACC SEC play each other in the freaking end of the year too before conference championship games, like in a ton of spots. And so and just the fact that Georgia was as close as it was, even though Georgia Tech couldn't hardly move the ball, but
in a ton of spots, 3 games.
Well, it's more than any other conference playing another conference. Like the Big Ten doesn't have a Big 12 games in week 13. My point is that the rivalry games between the ACC and SEC are at the end of the year. You don't discount those.
I'm curious, Kale. What was the ACC's record in those games last year?
I don't know. I just read something on X like 2 weeks ago that was talking about the ACC was the only conference that had a winning record against blah 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 whatever it was, and it was against the ACC and Big Ten.
I'm not trying to discount what you're saying. My question is, your one example was, will they play in week 13? What was the record in those week 13 games?
Let's see. Florida beat Florida State, right?
Correct.
Georgia Tech beat Georgia.
Georgia Tech. South Carolina lost to Clemson.
So and Louisville beat Kentucky.
So 2-2.
No, based on what Cody just said, 3-1.
What are you talking about?
You said Georgia Tech beat Georgia.
No.
Georgia beat Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Right. Florida beat Florida State.
Right. Louisville beat Kentucky.
Right. Because Kentucky sucks.
Clemson beat South Carolina.
Clemson beat South Carolina.
Well, South Carolina was a fucking wreck at that point.
Still happened. It's still
so was Clemson. So was Clemson technically.
Train was on the tracks and falling off quickly.
So was Clemson. Dabo freaking lobby himself out of the freaking hot seat every freaking week.
I'm still telling you, if the ACC and SEC played in an NFL model, I don't give a shit what happened in weeks 1 through 3 and in bowl season and in week 13. I guarantee you, outside of Miami and SMU, and I'm not even sure how good SMU would have been in that model. The ACC doesn't have another team that is even sniffing those top 5 programs.
Louisville this year.
You're wrong.
We both have opinions. We're both assholes. That's why we play the game.
You have an opinion, but your opinion's wrong.
Well, I could say the same about you. Whoever shouts louder doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't buy the Louisville stock. Moving on
Have
to
you
the
ever have you ever been in their stadium?
nope, don't need to, don't care to.
I have. I have. That's why they're going to be good.
Jeff Brom's a really freaking good coach.
Yes, he is.
Lincoln Kleinholtz is his quarterback.
Mm, We'll
And
find out.
freaking
To
what's
be
the
determined.
Right. And it's
what's their
33 transfer portal guys.
what's their running back that's really good that actually went in the portal and tried to leave? Something Brown. Something Brown.
He was the guy you wanted to have come to Lincoln.
Yeah, I would take him in a minute.
Isaac Brown.
Isaac Brown. I think Louisville is going to be as good as far as Isaac Brown's legs will take him. Which in the ACC might be pretty far because those teams suck. Okay. Big 12 tier rankings.
Is there an A in the Big 12?
Yes, absolutely.
Utah and BYU?
Is Texas Tech fucking dead or?
Well, Texas Tech is to be determined. They'll go as
What?
far as Will Hammond will take them.
Well, Hammond took him away as last year.
Well, their defense took them away because they don't. The only team that plays defense in that conference.
BYU would like to have a chat with you. Utah would like to have a chat with you.
Well, they're debatable.
Arizona State.
B.
B. Arizona.
B.
BYU.
I
A.
skipped one.
No, I didn't. Arizona State.
Yeah.
BYU.
Yeah.
Tier A. Baylor.
Tier C.
Cincinnati.
B.
Closer to C this year.
Yeah.
Colorado.
C.
C.
Houston.
B nationally, A within the conference.
Iowa State.
Iowa State,
Well,
C.
C now.
Yeah, because they lost everything.
Oh, dude.
KU.
B.
K State.
B.
Oklahoma State.
B this year.
C. It'll be a B by the end of it, but early on, it's going to still be a C.
Why? Because they're going to get blown out by Oregon?
No, I just think that they're going to make strides throughout the year the longer they're together and meshing, and like they'll beat somebody they shouldn't at the end of toward the end of the year because it's the Big 12.
Yeah.
TCU.
B.
Texas Tech.
A.
A.
Central Florida.
C. They could be a B.
Just say
With
Alonzo
that.
Barnett's their
Yeah, I
quarterback.
was just say with Barnett.
And don't discount the fact that they get to recruit Central Florida. Utah.
A. B until we know more about Morgan. What is it? Staley? What's his last name?
More scaly, isn't it?
Scaly. Yeah. Scaly, whatever it is.
Scallywag.
Yeah. But I really like Dampier.
There's nothing to not like about Utah. Like
Their O-line's got to replace a lot, but that's about it.
like Utah is an A program until otherwise noted.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
Low B, high C, but C for this conversation.
I would say low B, high A. It was starting to look real good towards the end of last year.
I'd go with B. They got a good quarterback. Their quarterback's the kid from Oklahoma. Michael Hawkins.
Right. I mean, they finished 4-8, but it was starting to come together.
Yeah. I'd go B for this exercise.
I think you probably got to keep them in a C.
Who is this again?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Okay.
I mean, they beat Houston and Colorado towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
But then they also lost to Arizona State by 2 and got shut out by Texas Tech last week of the season. So got that going for them.
Now Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Oh boy. Oh freaking boy. Here we go.
Illinois.
B.
B.
Indiana.
A.
A.
Iowa.
B.
B.
Maryland.
C, but should be B with their talent.
B.
Michigan State.
C.
C.
Michigan.
A.
A. Yeah.
Because I love
A.
Willingham.
Yeah.
But I also think Underwood's overrated.
That's why I don't think they belong in the A tier.
You think Underwood's overrated too?
I mean, my hesitancy should have been obvious there and been like, okay.
Here's
kind of with you on that, but I want to hold out for the Willingham factor.
And Jason Beck, what he did with Devin Dampier, see what he does with Underwood.
Here's the dude. Underwood's too dumb. I'll let you know that real quick. But I don't think you can put Michigan in the A tier in the Big Ten just because of the Willingham effect, because he got there so late.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he brought some dudes from Utah with him, and like, I think they're a year away.
Yeah. They lost Justice Haynes too.
Minnesota.
I really like their quarterback, and I think that as much of a douchebag as he is, I think Fleck's a good coach. I go B.
Nebraska.
B.
Northwestern.
C. But it might be a B at the end of the year.
Yeah, I could get along with that.
Why?
I really like their coaching staff. They just got to figure Aiden Childs out.
Who's so good on their coaching staff to hang a hat on?
They got drawing a blank. Chip Kelly as OC, Neuheisel's quarterback coach. David Braun's a really good defensive coach.
Okay.
They were competitive last year and had the worst quarterback in the FBS.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
A.
Oregon.
A.
Penn State.
B.
Purdue.
C.
Rutgers.
C.
UCLA.
B.
USC.
A.
Washington.
B.
Wisconsin.
C.
Could be B.
Could be B, yes.
That's the thing. Like, they're going to end up being awful by record, but they may play in a bunch of close games. Which then it means that's why it's such. There's a lot of gray area with this, because it's like, okay, same thing in the SEC or anything else. Like, if you get beat, or if you have a team that has a horrible schedule and things start to go south, but they lose. I mean, think about all the one-score losses Nebraska had in those years or whatever, and it's like, well, that could probably be technically a B team, even though they fucking went 4-8. You know, like, there's a lot of gray area with it rather than just record. You know, like,
yeah,
just like anything sports.
So, yeah. I mean, Wisconsin could have a good quarterback if he doesn't have a broken leg or torn
Yeah, he makes
by,
it out of week 1.
by week 2.
They do have they have a manageable schedule.
Okay. Let's do this exercise. Let's just compare the Big Ten and the ACC or SEC.
Yeah.
Would Illinois play with Texas, Georgia, Bama, Ole Miss, LSU?
No.
Okay, see, this is the thing. I'm not sure. I'm not necessarily sold on Bama being an A then, because it's like, this is why I asked about tiers, because I'm like, a B plus can play with an A minus, but a B plus can't play with an A plus. And there's some A's in there. Like Bama's a lower A for me, like than what Georgia is or whoever.
Yeah.
Here's what
That's why I asked early on, because it's like, okay, well, Illinois could play with these two, but they can't play with the other 3.
So here's what I would tell you guys. You're going to be shocked by this, probably. But I think, like, in the Big Ten, for an example, like, if you did took five Big Ten teams and 5 SEC teams and put them in a round robin, and they all played each other. Hot take, Illinois would have a better record against those SEC teams than a Michigan.
Well, they both might be 0-5.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
So they both might be 0-5 anyway. So it doesn't. How do you know if that?
Well, they would play. You would. I'm saying, like, take 5, and 5, and you put them in round robin. So there's 10 games actually. I think Illinois would be like a 5 and 5, and I think Michigan would be like 4 and 6.
No, I don't. But
I think Illinois is going to
be.
I'm not sold on Michigan at all. Like I said, I was hesitant because I just want to see what it looks like.
It has nothing to do with the fact that, like, Illinois,
I could see that.
Brett Bielema is built to slow down SEC teams,
right?
Drag games out, like
game manager, quarterback.
Illinois is built to win ugly,
right?
Like I think in a round robin, Illinois would probably do just as good as Indiana.
No.
Yes. You know why?
Because you hate Indiana?
No, because Indiana's quarterback would turn the ball over too much. They're not built to withstand that.
No, I know you hate Josh Hoover.
I don't know. I think there's a very stark difference between being coached by Cignetti and his staff than freaking Sonny Dykes and his staff. So
yes,
like Hoover's not going to even be close to the same player. The same way that Fernando Mendoza was different at Cal than he was at freaking Indiana. Like
Hoover is not going to be the reason why Indiana wins games.
No, it's because their coaching staff will be.
Yes.
No, it's going to be the guys around him. Like Hoover is
every though. That's every national championship caliber team. Like you don't have a great quarterback and have no good supporting cast.
No, that's complete bullshit. Because
I guess unless you're Eric Crouch or Scott
Cam
Frost.
Newton,
Trinidad Chambliss. Trinidad
Yes.
Champions for the sport.
He didn't win
Supporting
a national title.
He has Lacey. He won Lacey.
That's it.
But still
That's
having people
it.
around him.
That's it. He has one guy. He has one other guy. Trinidad Chambliss can extend plays. He can make things work. He can let guys get open. Like Hoover's not going to be able to do that at Alabama or at Indiana.
That's because Indiana's offensive line's better than Ole Miss's.
No. Ole Miss's offensive line is good.
You just told us they only have one
They
guy.
didn't have anybody around him.
I know.
No. What I'm talking about is like wide receivers, tight ends, like
Yeah, Indiana's got some good receivers.
yes, exactly. They got a good running back.
I don't know why you hate Hoover so much, honestly.
Because he's not good. He's not good.
You're in denial about Indiana.
Oh, I'm not in denial about Indiana.
I think that Hoover is
Hoover is gonna be a reason why Indiana loses games, but he will not be a reason why Indiana wins games.
Oh, I think he'll be a reason they win games.
No. No.
I disagree.
Okay. I will tell you this. Remember the drive when Fernando Mendoza, kind of almost his Heisman moment,
Penn State.
down pass in the back of the end zone against Penn State to win the game for Indiana.
Yes.
The perfect season on the line. Josh Hoover cannot make that play.
But there's also the
Who said
possibility
that play is going to happen again? Like,
right.
I'm just using that play as an example.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Just like, can Hoover make the big play like that?
Hoover is not going to make the big plays. In the big moments.
Who made that play though? Not Mendoza.
He did.
No, he didn't.
The receiver.
That was freaking OJ, whatever his freaking name was.
OJ Cooper.
Omar Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Omar Cooper Jr.
Who
that's who made that play.
Who threw the ball and put that ball where it had to be, to where only his wide receiver could get it and nobody else.
Yeah, but I mean, if Josh Hoover put that ball there and it's not Omar Cooper Jr., like what if it's I mean,
yeah,
it's Nick Marsh.
You're gonna tell me that the difference between Fernando Mendoza and Josh Hoover in that moment, they can't put the ball on the same line? No.
Hoover would have shit his pants. He'd have probably threw it to a Penn State defender.
I don't know. I think Hoover's better than Mendoza.
You are so up your ass. So up your ass. Like I'm not saying that I thought Fernando Mendoza was good. Because if you don't know my honest opinion, I don't think he should have won the Heisman Trophy. And I think the Heisman Trophy this day and age is a bunch of bull hockey.
Yeah.
Because it just goes to the best player on the best team. It's not the best player in college football. Fernando Mendoza was not the best player in college football last year.
I agree with that.
If you want to know who should have won, Trinidad Chambliss should have won the trophy.
56 touchdowns to 24 interceptions in Hoover's last two seasons. So it's 2-1.
Yeah.
How many fumbles?
I don't know.
Yeah. Sonny Dykes even said it. Hoover was a turnover machine.
Yeah, but he said that because he was sour grapes for freaking Hoover leaving to go to the best program in the country right now.
No, Indiana is not the best program in the country.
Best coaching staff.
Yeah, I know.
Are we gonna do Notre Dame A or B or C?
Notre Dame's A. Right. Not even a question. Notre Dame may be the best team in college football this year.
They got a scary game there in week 7 or 8, whatever that is, when they go to BYU.
Against who? Northern Colorado?
BYU. At BYU.
Not scary. Notre Dame will spit them up and chew them out.
What week is that? BYU Notre Dame, week 7. Then wins. Miami's got Notre Dame. Week 10. But that's in Notre Dame. But that's like the only 2 tough games Notre Dame has. That game at Purdue could be tricky, you know.
No. Okay, here's an interesting question for you. If you had to preseason rank a team number 1 in the country right now, who would it be?
Oregon.
No way. I don't know what it would be, but it's not. I just couldn't do it with them because it's not. They choke every year.
I can tell you this. Indiana would be my 3rd Big Ten team right now.
I could agree to that.
At least. Like, I'm not sure right now that Indiana's even a top 5 team in the country.
I can agree to that too.
You guys are falling into the snare of exactly what they said last year.
I think that right now I would put them 3rd in the Big Ten.
Everybody has this whole like, well, it's Indiana, so.
No, I'm not saying they wouldn't be ranked, but I would see them like 6 or 7.
You cannot continually. You're not going to continually go to the transfer portal and keep shitting out roses. Like, that model is not going to sustain itself. There's too much turnover.
Yeah, but that's everybody, dude.
No, it's not everybody.
It is.
No, it's not.
You know who doesn't have a lot of turnover? That is another one I think could be number 1 is Georgia.
Alabama.
Not as high on Alabama because they're starting a freshman quarterback.
Texas.
They're up there.
Notre Dame.
Up
Oregon.
there.
Ohio State.
Miami.
Like, those are the sustaining programs, right? Like Indiana's in this model of, they're almost in like the model that Duke and Kentucky got into in the one and done basketball model, and it's proving that it's not working
for everyone else, but it's worked for Indiana though.
For 2 years.
Well,
I mean, kind of for 2 years. It worked for 1 year.
Made the playoff in the other year.
So they were top 12 in the country.
Well, are we now are we just going to start saying that making the playoff doesn't mean you're good?
I mean, JMU made the playoffs.
I'm talking about Power 4.
Because the ACC's fucking stupid.
I'm just saying, like, it's easy to have. You can say anything. You can say anything to have it fit a narrative. You know, like,
right?
Be like, well, Indiana. I mean, you can say that about anything in any year.
I would say Indiana had back-to-back good years, but are they going to
Well,
put 5 of them in a row together?
Yes,
I don't think
because
so.
what's a good year? Like, are they gonna win 9 games in?
I think they
every
could go win at
years?
least 9 games 5 years in a row.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. With it, barring anything stupid happening,
But
like an injury to a starting quarterback, that
yeah, could they
like
win
I'm
9 games?
saying,
Yes, but I don't think they could make the playoff 5 years in a row because you're just gonna have at least 1 year of a fall off.
right? I agree with that, but I'm saying they're going to be in contention. Whether some years it's closer contention than others, it's
Right.
still contention. Like Illinois is in the conversation of teams that's like, yeah, they're in the playoff contention until further notice.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of teams that can be actually, I mean, like you can probably argue that with like USC this year, playoff contender, 100%. Like but they haven't. I don't know. Like I'm not willing to. I used to say this about. I'm not going to compare Indiana and Alabama, but I used to say this about Alabama all the time. Like until further notice, they're a title contender. This was years ago.
Right. Under
But
Saban.
it's like, yeah, and even the years that they lost 2 games, which was obviously not very often, but like still, like you have to have them even the year after still a title contender. Like Indiana's in that echelon right now because they've proven until the system absolutely self-destructs as you're predicting, you can't predict that as being like, well, that's why they're not a title contender because the system hasn't broken yet. So like once it does break, then sure, but it hasn't.
What's Indiana's win total this year?
What are we
Go through
predicting?
the schedule because I haven't.
No. I'm like, what does Vegas think
Oh,
that Indiana's win total is?
I would say probably 10.5.
I'll take the under. I just looked at their schedule.
It's not 10.5. Can't be.
Yeah, 10.5 is way too high. I'll bet
It's gonna be. I bet it's 9.5 or 10.5.
I'm looking it up.
Well, they're going to win their first 3 games because they play slapdicks.
Yeah. I had them at 11-1.
Actually, Indiana's going to win probably their first 5. You have Indiana at 11-1.
Yep.
You're insane.
Who else do they lose to besides Ohio State? The only other question mark I would have is USC.
USC at Washington.
I don't think DeMond can do it against them. I love DeMond, but like you guys said, he hasn't proven it against good teams.
At Michigan.
I think they're better than Michigan.
If Indiana's win total is
10.5 by BetMGM.
By BetMGM, I would hammer the under.
But it says the under is heavily favored at major sport books.
Like I would say they lose to Ohio State for sure. And then I would say they lose at least 2 of Michigan, USC, Washington, and Nebraska.
Oh my God, they are not losing to Nebraska. I love Nebraska, and I think Nebraska's be way better, but it's not going to happen against it. Like that is not the That's not the loss. That's not the loss.
I could also see Indiana beating Ohio State though.
No.
In Indiana, it's in Bloomington, and Cignetti is really good at getting his teams ready for big games. And yeah, but I'm still
think
picking Ohio State to win that game, but I can
I
see a world
I
where
think
Indiana wins that.
I think at Nebraska and at Washington are trap games for Indiana. Like I don't think they lose both of them, but I think they lose one of them.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be the first time Nebraska's been a trap game for anyone in the last 12 years because until they actually beat somebody and prove it, like I just can't get on board with that yet.
I
want it to be so bad. Like I will. I mean, you asked Morgan during the Nebraska and freaking Michigan game last year. I was freaking going insane nuts in my living room by myself because I was just so beside myself because I just expected so much better.
Yeah.
And like I want it to be Nebraska, and I hope that it changes. And I know we've talked about the offensive changes and the offensive line changes and all that stuff. And I think the D coordinator is going to be better. Like I think Nebraska would be way better. I just don't know if they can keep pace with Indiana yet. And if they do, Colin, then I don't think this is what I want to hear. If Nebraska beats Indiana, that's not due to Nebraska being that much better, because then that technically means that Indiana has dropped off as you said they would.
Right.
So it's not a case of Nebraska being elevated up to Indiana's level. It's a case of Indiana dropping to what Nebraska has been, or getting. But that's the gap closing. It's not Nebraska having elevated that much. That's the way I would look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska. If Nebraska's 7-5, I'll be ecstatic. Like I'm not expecting Nebraska to even be remotely in the playoff contention, and it's part of the reason why, like I told you guys the other day, like I'm not excited about football being close to being back or whatever, is because like I'm just so worn out of being a Nebraska football fan that I'm apathetic towards football right now. Like I just don't want to,
it's fatigue. It's like it's expectation fatigue. Like you just keep waiting. You just wait and you wait and you wait more, and it's just I get it.
No, and I'm fatigued by the Husker fans, like thinking that like.
Sorry, I had to put my freaking charger in here. My computer's gonna die.
No, I'm just like I'm fatigued by the Nebraska fans thinking that like we're some. Like they think we're the 94, 95 Nebraska Cornhuskers, and like how the way
I hear you.
The way things went in the 90s is how it should be. And I'm the first one to tell you that if you put the 94, 95 Huskers on the field right now, these teams would mop their fucking ass with them.
Yeah.
Like
now you're speaking my language.
Like football today is so much different than it was in freaking 95.
Yes.
It's not even remotely close.
Correct.
Like these dudes would run circles around the 95.
I know. I understand exactly what you're talking about. These people think that the 95 team is like legitimately a god.
And like that's why honestly, like I'm not here to tell you like if you want me to be truthful with you, I think the 95 Huskers are the best team ever in college football. Like I think it's the best team ever in college football.
Yeah.
In that like
day and age
time period, right?
Right. Relative to what they had going, yeah.
Right. Yeah. But like they were the most dominant team to ever play the sport.
Right.
But if you put the 2019 LSU Tigers against the 95 Cornhuskers, Nebraska would get their fucking asses kicked.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
It would be a close game, right? Just like,
yeah. Again, time of possession, stuff
right?
like
Nebraska was built to control the football. They were, I mean, they were tough. Like, I'm not knocking 95 Nebraska, like, oh, they're not that good. Like, but like, it's just like the two styles of football would clash.
Right. But to build on what you're saying, Colin, with the fan base, and I 100% expect this. Nebraska could have a worse record this year, but I think they're a better team than they were last year.
Like, I think the O line is going to be like. I'm not even worried about the offensive line.
Right. I think that's gonna be their strength this year.
I like, and it's just like, to me, like, it's almost laughable to read about all these people. Well, the running back room is the most question marked room on the team and all this jazz or whatever. Like, bro, we were having the same conversation 365 days ago, and we
Yeah.
pumped out a freaking 1,000-yard rushing running back that had 250 carries, which is, in this day and age of college football, ridiculous if
Right.
you think about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, redonkulous. Like, I don't know. I'm not excited about football because I don't want to read the social media keyboard coaches
Right.
on Facebook and get pissed
Listen
off.
to the call-in shows after
No,
games.
I love the call shows. Those are the greatest because those dudes, like 90% of those dudes, don't even remember calling in the next morning.
Right.
Big Red Overreaction, maybe my favorite 2 hours of sports every week.
Well, I know exactly who you're talking about
Like, I
on
just
Facebook.
no, it's not one person. It's dude. There's like
one. There is one.
there's one that irritates the shit out of me, and I like him, but I'd love to stab the shit out of him with a knife.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
But
Wrestling coach?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But like Twitter is actually worse.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't know. It's got me like not even excited for college football, and like I don't know. It also, like, I go to every Husker football game, and I honestly, like, I don't watch. I generally, on a Husker home game day, which is 8 times out of the year, I don't watch any other college football games that entire day.
Yeah.
Other
Except
than
for maybe a Pac-12 after dark or something like that. when
right,
you're getting
like
home.
yeah, like I might get home and watch the Saturday night SEC game on ABC or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, but
If Nebraska's playing a night game, you're not watching any other games that Saturday.
or even if Nebraska's playing a 2:30 game,
Yeah.
not like, actually, if Nebraska's playing a night game, I might watch the 11 o'clock games, like the 11 o'clock window, on my way to Lincoln
Yeah.
while I'm driving, which is
And I'm at the point now where I would rather sit in my basement with the 3 TVs, have 3 different games going, have the laptop with the game going.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I want to go to games and stuff to take my son to, but in my life spot right now, like, I would rather just be at home watching 10 games all day long than.
Yeah, I will say that.
I also can't do that though either. Like, I can't have like multiple games going on.
Oh, really?
No, because like then I end up paying attention to none of it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like,
I hear what you're saying. It was hard for me
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Like,
when I started
like,
doing that.
honestly, like, that's why if like truthful, transparent, like, I love NFL Sunday because I
Yeah.
love the Red Zone channel, and I'll put the Red Zone channel on one TV,
Yep.
and I will put the college football or the Packers game on the other TV, or the Chiefs or whoever. Like, I'll pick a game, and like I can tell you everything that happens in every game.
Yeah.
Like, I would kill for college football to get to a Red Zone station.
Right.
Like,
Could you
We got it for
imagine?
baseball and softball.
They'd have to separate it though into like a freaking.
no, Josh Pate just needs to become the commissioner of college football.
They need to pass.
The Big
Yes.
12, the ACC, and the SEC and the Big 10 need to separate out, go on their own, get rid of every other freaking little podunk damn college. They can go be FCS for all I care. Like, I don't honestly, like, with college football, I don't give a shit about the other teams other than the Power 4 teams. Like, I could care less. Give me Power 4 teams playing 12-game schedules against each other.
I would be down for that.
And
like I don't need to see Nebraska versus freaking Akron and Nebraska versus Houston Christian.
Yeah.
No, like give me Nebraska versus Colorado, give me Nebraska versus Oklahoma, give me Nebraska versus the 9 Big Ten games. Like,
yeah, you should have to think about this. You could play your 9 conference games, and then you should have 1 game against the SEC, 1 game against the ACC, and 1 game against the freaking Big 12. Boom.
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
Yep.
And then all these freaking TV media rights deals, which is
that's really, what I was just going to bring up too.
Just SEC and the Big Ten being in a whose dick is bigger swinging contest, and get rid of the damn TV rights, make it all one TV media rights thing like the NFL is, and Nebraska can play on CBS, they can play on ABC. Like, I honestly, like I miss Big Ten teams playing on ABC. Like, I hate the fact that every Saturday night at 6:30 it's a freaking SEC game. I hate that.
Right.
Hate it.
So that's one of the big things that's the SEC and the Big Ten are so far against the Protect College Sports Act, because one of the provisions in there is to bring everything under one media rights deal that gets dispersed to everybody.
Yes.
Well, hold on a second, though. Like, this is not the ABC, though, of the past. Like, I miss the ABC sports, like, when it was freaking Jackaroot and all those guys.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just, all it is, ABC is just another ESPN channel.
No, and that's what Colin's saying.
I understand that, but like...
But like you get CBS and you still get Fox, the local ones, you know, for prime time. Like, it's just the fact that their commentators suck. We get Tim Brando.
Fox won't get a nighttime game because MLB playoffs.
Right. Like, I want Kirk Herbstreit to call a Nebraska game.
Right.
Like, that can't happen right now unless we were to play a night game on the road against a freaking SEC or an ACC team in early September. Like,
I'm
that's
tired
the
of
only
the
spot.
Big Ten's biggest game each week being played at freaking 11 o'clock.
Right. Like, I want Sean McDonough to call a Nebraska football game. Like,
there you go. I could care less about Kirk Herbstreit, but like,
dude, people hate on Kirk Herbstreit. I like Kirk Herbstreit.
I like Herbstreit.
I don't hate him. I'm just like, I don't think he doesn't really do much for me as a game caller. I think he's
I think he's good.
Should we bring Levi in to talk about Herbstreit's dog?
You know,
he loves Herbstreit's dog. Oh, frick, that's
like, I want, and I get that part of that, like the reason why, but like College Game Day, for example, they have an agenda to talk about the SEC because the SEC is what makes ESPN money.
Right.
I mean, just like Big Noon Kickoff on Fox has an agenda to talk about the Big Ten, because the Big Ten makes them money.
Right.
Even though they have a media rights deal with the Big 12.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Like, I don't know.
Like how when James Franklin gets fired, all of a sudden they bring him on to Game Day to just talk shit about Penn State and the Big Ten.
Right. Yeah, like, give me more of that.
Mm-hmm.
No, 1,000%. That's why I want this Protect College Sports Act to go through, so it's all under one umbrella. And I don't even care that it's SEC at night. I want the best game to be the primetime night game. Doesn't matter what conference.
Right. Correct. Like,
and unpopular opinion, I like Joe Tess. I wouldn't mind him calling some Nebraska games.
Just as long as Booger McFarland isn't involved.
Oh, shit.
Christ's sakes. I mean, I'd even be all right with Tom Hart and Jordan Rogers calling Nebraska games. Like, you can give me Pat McAfee. I don't care. Like, I just like
bring back Joel Myers, somebody.
I mean,
How
I
about
I,
Angel Mothers?
Take
I
it.
don't want to listen to freaking Colt McCoy and Iron Eagle on NBC
Right.
for Christ's sakes.
Right. Or what's his name's son does the prime time for NBC?
Yeah, it's Iron Eagle's son.
Yeah,
Noah
yes.
Eagle.
Noah
Noah
Eagle,
Eagle.
yes. Yep. That's so bad.
Yeah, it's Noah Eagle, Todd Blackledge, and Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
Like I'd take Greg McElroy.
Why can't I just want Joel Klatt.
Give me Joel Klatt and Kirk Herbstreit together, or Joel Klatt and Sean McDonough.
Well, if you play NCAA football, you can get Herbstreit and Joel Klatt together.
Nuh-uh.
No, he replaced Herbstreit. That's right.
Joel Klatt's not even on here, is he?
Yeah, he's on
Yes.
it.
Oh, I haven't gotten him yet, so that's why I didn't know. I thought maybe I got on the announcement on X.
No, he's on there. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. We're at an hour and 15 minutes.
That was a good
Colin's
episode.
covering state baseball all week, so and I got a lot going on this week too. But maybe Thursday
We'll be back Wednesday.
we'll do something this week. It's getting close, boys. Have a good night, everybody, and we will catch up with you later this week.
Adios.